HOD AIML to escort dignitaries on to the dais. A very good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here today. It's an honor to have you with us, and we are excited to share this momentous occasion together. We are gathered here for the inaugural function of the Third International Conference on Recent Innovations in Computer Science, ICR-ICS 2024.
ICR-ICS 2024 provides a forum for talented individuals from across the world to showcase their revolutionary ideas in the field of computer science. In order to keep us updated with the rapid advancements in technology and help us seamlessly integrate them into our daily lives, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Master of Computer Applications, Information Science and Engineering, AIML, AIDS, CSBS and CSD have taken the initiative to host ICR-ICS 2024. We are indeed honored to have the presence of distinguished academicians with us today.
It is our Indian tradition and strong belief that for the success of any program, for the smooth conclusion of any events, it has to begin by glorifying the greatness of God. I invite Professor Ashwija, Department of CSD, to lead us in prayer. I request everyone to kindly rise.
श्री सरस्वती माते विद्यादिदेवते ಕೈ ಹಿಡಿದೆಮ್ಮ ನೀ ಸಲಹಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮಾತೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಿದೇವತೆ ನಿರುತವೂ ನಿನ್ನಯ ಸ್ಮರಣೆಯ ಮಾಡೆ ದುರಿತಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಓಡಿ ಹೋಗುವುದಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮಾತೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಿದೇವತೆ ಹಾರ ಪುಸ್ತಕವರ ವೀಣೆಯಿಂದೋಪುವ ಜ್ಞಾನ ಸ್ವರೂಪಿ ಕಲಾ ವಿಶಾರದೆ ನಂಬಿದವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಸನ್ಮತಿ ಕರುಣಿಸಿ ಜೀವನ ಪೊರೆಯುವತ್ತ ಏನಿ ಪೊರೆಯಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀ ಸರಸ್ವತಿ ಮಾತೆ ವಿದ್ಯಾದಿದೇವತೆ.
Thank you, ma'am, for invoking God's blessings.
A warm welcome is the first step in building lasting relationships. It opens the door to meaningful exchanges and collaborations. Now I invite Dr. Shashidhara Kini, HOD, Master of Computer Applications, to welcome the August gathering.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Respected President of today's function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, Srinivas Institute of Technology, Mangalore. Distinguished Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. Mohit P. Tihalayani, Associate Professor at NITK Suratkal. Convener of the conference, Dr. Anup B.K. Invitees, Principals of the sister institution, Chairperson, respected speakers in the international conference, HODs of various departments, research paper presenters, representatives of press and media persons, my colleagues and dear student friends. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the third two-day international conference on recent innovations in computer science, ICR-ICS 2024, organized by the Department of Computer Science and the allied branches of Srinivas Institute of Technology, Mangalore. In this auspicious occasion, we have with us Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, who is a pillar of support for all the activities of this international conference and the day-to-day activities of our college. With this busy schedule, he has accepted our invitation to be a president of this function. I wholeheartedly welcome on my personal behalf and Srinivas Institute of Technology, our principal, as the president of today's function. Welcome you, sir. Our Honorable President, Shri Dr. C.A.A. Raghavendra Rao, President A. Shamrao Foundation and Chancellor of Srinivas University, is the driving force behind the success of this institution. His professional achievements are numerous. He started his career as an independent CA practitioner in the year 1965. Today, he is the senior partner of Messrs. A. Raghavendra Rao, Chartered Accountants, Mangalore, with the 7 branches in other cities. He served Canara Chamber of Commerce and Industry on various capacities as its Secretary, Vice President and President from 1983 to 1987. He was the Chairman of Advisory Committee of Canara Chamber of Commerce and Industry and a member of the Karnataka Telephone Advisory Committee. He is a recipient of several awards for the contribution to the society. To mention few, District Level Rajya Sabha Award of Government of Karnataka in the year 2004, the prestigious Outstanding Manager Award for the year 2008 by Mangalore Management Association, and New Year Award 2009 by Syndicate Bank, Mahe and Rotary Club of Udupi. As an entrepreneur, he is an advisor to the Hotel Srinivas and Udupi Sri Krishna Bhavan in Mangalore. His passion for education prompted him to set up a large number of professional educational institutions. The most recent one added to the list is the establishment of Srinivas University, the most prestigious private university of the region, recognized by Government of Karnataka and UGC India. Recently started Sanskrit department in Srinivas University along with all other latest industry-ready courses. Our president instituted several trusts like A. Raghavendra Rao Charitable Trust, Adka Shamarao and A. Indiramma Charitable Trust, Vijay Lakshmi Education Trust, Srinivas Management Academy for Research and Training Trust, Srinivas Institute of Rural Reconstruction Agency, etc. By considering its service in the field of higher education to the society, Apex University conferred him with the highest degree D.Litt. On behalf of Srinivas Institute of Technology and on my personal behalf, we extend a warm welcome to you, sir, in your absentia. We wholeheartedly welcome the chief guest of today's international conference, Dr. Mohit P. Tihaliani, Associate Professor, NITK Surathkal. We thank Dr. Mohit, sir, for gracing this occasion. Welcome you, sir, for this August gathering. The man with dedication and hard work who made Srinivas Group of Institution what it is today. He is our Vice President and Pro-Chancellor of Srinivas University, Dr. A. Srinivasa Rao. Dr. Srinivasa Rao has a doctorate in education management from Ashley University, USA. He is an eminent personality, served as President of Canara Chamber of Commerce and Industry for 2 times, Trustee of New Mangalore Port Trust, and one of the directors of Mangalore SEZ Limited. Presently, he is the director of Hotel Srinivas, a 3-star vegetarian hotel, and the administrator of Udupi Sri Krishna Bhavan, Mangalore. Dr. A. Srinivasa Rao has shown his commitment and zeal in steering the Srinivas Group. He is an inspiration for the youth and connects with them wherever he goes. A person with sterling character, he is instrumental in building Srinivasa Group of Colleges and Srinivas University what it is today. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir, in your absentia. I also welcome convener of the conference, Dr. Anup BK, to this function. Welcome you, sir. Also, we extend a warm welcome to the principal of our sister institution, HODs of various departments, paper presenters, research scholars, invitees, staff and faculty members, and members of the press and media, and all student friends. With these words, I once again welcome you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir.
Flowers are symbols of beauty. They represent growth, renewal, and blossoming of ideas that resonate deeply with the purpose of our conference. It is time now to florally welcome all the dignitaries on the dais. I invite Dr. Suresha D., HOD, Computer Science and Engineering, to florally welcome Chief guest for today, Dr. Mohit P. Thailiani, Associate Professor, NITK, Surathkal.
I now request Professor Nagaraj Hebbar, HOD, AIDS, to florally welcome President of today's function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, Srinivas Institute of Technology, Mangaluru.
I invite Professor Shailesh Shetty, HOD, CSBS, to florally welcome convener of the conference, Dr. Anup BK.
I now call upon Professor Sudarshan K, HOD, ISC, to florally welcome Chairperson of the conference, Dr. Shashidhara Kini.
Thank you. As Steve Jobs said, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Today we are fortunate to have a leader who will inspire and motivate us. Now I request Dr. Padmanayana, HOD, CSD, to introduce the chief guest, Dr. Mohit P. Thailiani, Associate Professor, NITK, Surathkal.
Respected dignitaries on and off the dais, I take this privilege to introduce chief guest of today's program, Dr. Mohit P. Thailiani. Dr. Mohit P. Thailiani is an associate professor of computer science and engineering, NITK Surathkal, and a member of Board of India Internet Engineering Society. He has obtained his PhD in the area of congestion control mechanisms for the next generation internet from NITK Surathkal in the year 2013. His areas of interest include network congestion control, queue disciplines, network function virtualization, deterministic networking, IPv6 deployments, named data networks, and distributed ledger technology. He has executed projects in these areas and have been funded by Intel Technology India Private Limited Bangalore, ABB Global Industries and Services Private Limited Bangalore, Robert Bosch Engineering and Business Solutions Private Limited, and Epsilon India, Robosoft Technology Private Limited, Samsotech International Dubai, Futureware Technologies USA. Dr. Mohit has received the EMC Young Achiever of 2015 award from EMC Corporation Bangalore and the Outstanding Young Professional Volunteer Award of 2021 by IEEE Bangalore section. He is a member of the steering committee of NS3 Consortium and a co-maintainer of traffic control and TCP modules in NS3. He served as a member of PC for workshop on NS3 for the past 8 editions. Besides, he served as a mentor for Google Summer of Code from 2017 to 2023 for NS3 organization. He also served as an organization administrator for NS3's participation in Google Code in GCI during 2018 and 2019. Dr. Mohit has 50 plus technical publications in the peer-reviewed international conferences and journals. He is a reviewer for IEEE Internet of Things, IEEE Transactions on Cloud Computing, IEEE Transactions on Networking, Elsewhere Journal of Network and Computer Applications, Computer Communications, Indus Science Journals, IEEE Communication Letters, and had several other roles in IEEE and Springer conferences. He is a senior member of IEEE and was a student activity chair of IEEE Mangalore subsection during 2015 to 17 and secretary during 2021 and a member of executive committee of IEEE Mangalore subsection for 10 years. He is the chair of IEEE Mangalore subsection for the year 2023. He is also a member of ACM and TIE Mangalore. Given only the gist of list of achievements, it is not possible to cover all the achievements, but we are truly honored to have Dr. Mohit with us today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritam gamaya, om shanti shanti shantihi. Light symbolizes wisdom, illuminating our minds and guiding us through the journey of life. I invite our esteemed dignitaries on the dais to kindly step forward and light the lamp. I request everyone to kindly rise.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम्
I also request two participants to assist in lighting the lamp.
विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तुते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्त्वं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश्च मतिं स्वच्छां हि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य तिष्ठे गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमः
Thank you. As we ignite this flame, let it inspire us to illuminate the path of knowledge and innovation throughout this conference.
Guidance and wisdom are the stars that guide sailors through the night, showing the way, instilling courage, and leaving us wiser. Now I request convener of the conference, Dr. Anup BK, HOD, AML, to give an overview of ICR ICS 2024.
Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, I am here to present a brief report on International Conference on Recent Innovations in Computer Science, ICRICS, organized by Department of CSE and allied branches. The aim of ICRICS is to create a platform to foster thinking and innovation in technology and maintain the competence of professions. The conference intends to have deliberations on advanced topics belonging to the field of computer science and its applications. The theoretical topics, together with the real-time research from various streams, are expected to be present and discussed in the conference. ICRICS 2024 is a multi-track conference held on 22nd and 23rd August 2024. The broader areas of computer science splitted into 4 tracks. One, it is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Second, computer vision and image processing. Third, enabling technologies. And lastly, cloud computing. We received around 150 papers. In that, 130 papers are shortlisted. And in that, 110 papers are presented online and 20 papers are presented offline. We have a stringent plagiarism policy of 15%, and total publications we have split it into 3 sections, type A, type B and type C. Type A category we will publish in an Scopus journal called Journal of Computational Analysis and Application. It's a Q4 journal with additional cost, it will be there. Second one, it is nothing but category B papers will be published in the International Journal of Research Analytic Reviews, IJRAR, which is included in the registration fee. And third category of the journals, we will make it as a book of abstracts. That is the thing with ISBN number. In this, I request all the authors and audience to wholeheartedly involve and share their ideas. On this occasion, we thank with our trust, our management, A. Shamarao Foundation, our president, CAA Raghavendra Rauji, and Dr. A. Srinivas Rauji, and my beloved principal, our beloved principal, Maya sir, and Mohit sir. It was just a call for me. I asked sir whether you can come. Sir told, no problem, I know, I will always come. That was the comment. Then next one, it is nothing but I want to, in this occasion, I want to take this opportunity to thank each and every HODs of computer science and allied branches, especially to Kini sir. He was just, Anup, I will give 60 papers, that is sure. That was the greatest inspiration for me to start this journal, and I want to say special thanks to Suresh sir, Sudarshan sir, Hebbar sir, Padmanayana madam, Shailesh sir, everybody, all my senior professors. They never say no to me, even though I am a junior faculty here. They never say no to me. They say, yes sir, we can do. So that is about the conference, and I want to say thanks to my students, those who are studying in 6th semester and 4th semester. They are used the mini project and converted into papers. And this addition of Scopus, came last moment. Today morning only we got confirmation. So I thank this opportunity to my God, Lord Srinivasa, and my friends, all my friends, and I thank especially to Principal sir for giving in this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Motivation is the fuel that drives us forward, and it's the spark that ignites our passions. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Now I request Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. Mohit P. Tahiliani, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Respected Principal Sir, Chairperson of this conference, Kini Sir, Convener, Dr. Anup, all heads of the department of various departments, faculty members, staff members who are assisting in so many different ways, student volunteers, participants from outside the institution. Good morning to all of you. Good morning. Yeah, that's better. So first of all, thank you once again for giving me an opportunity to come to this institution and be a part of the international conference, ICR-ICS. It seems this is my third visit now to this institution, and my first visit was about 15 years back. I had actually forgotten. I remembered that I visited, but how many years ago I didn't know. So sir reminded me and he said, you came 15 years ago. I was thinking 15 years ago, what was I doing? And I said, I was hardly a PhD student at that time, most likely. So that time I visited, and then last year when SIT had a IEEE student branch inaugurated, I was invited here again for that occasion. So thanks to the administration and management for inviting me once again and being a part of this conference. Coincidentally, 2 days back, I was in a sister concern institution of yours in Mukka. I was in the Institute of Technology and Engineering. They had also invited me as a chief guest for one of the events. So in less than a week, I am in 2 different institutions of Srinivas College. So, pleasure to be a part of all the events. As a part of this, chief guest speech, I'll repeat something that I have repeated even 2 days back, and I often repeat this at several different places because I believe these are important things that particularly those who are starting to get into the profession of engineering should know. It's not about paper presentations, it's not about how academically you perform, it's about how useful your engineering is at the end of the day. So I'll just like to address 3 points and 1 analogy. First analogy is, take a look at any medical facilities in India. Or for example, you take any medical college, okay? You don't need to go too far. You can just go to Mukha, your own hospital is there, right? Take it from me and note it down and prove me wrong if you find something like this. Wherever you have a medical college in India, there is a hospital associated with that medical college. KMC, for example, we say, right? What is the full form? Kasturba Medical what? But it's a hospital. Yes? It's a college, it's a hospital. Same thing is with Srinivas in Mukha, one of the nearest hospital for us at NITK. Correct? We have a tie-up with them. It's a college. It also has an hospital. And the faculty members who are teaching in those medical colleges, they also go to the hospital to practice and see real patients. They meet normal public, they treat them for whatever problems the patient has, and some of the best known surgeons in Bangalore is known as a healthcare hub in Karnataka, right? I'm not sure whether you heard about one initiative of government of Karnataka which is called Karnataka Digital Economy Mission. It's also called Beyond Bangalore. The reason they are coming up with Beyond Bangalore is because Bangalore has saturated now in terms of space available to accommodate more industries. So they have identified 3 clusters in Karnataka. One is called Mysuru cluster, and cyber security is given to Mysuru. So if you open a cyber security related startup in Mysuru, government will give you subsidy, GST, waiver, electricity, subsidized rates and all those things. And government of Karnataka will help you to set up your startup. Similarly, if you go to North Karnataka, if you go to Belgaum, Hubli, Dharwad, they have given smart artificial intelligence and smart agriculture. So AI in agriculture, because the food in entire Karnataka comes from North Karnataka, right? You know what has been given to Mangalore? Mangalore is the 3rd cluster. One cluster is Mysuru, one is North Karnataka. 3rd one is Mangaluru. Mangaluru has 2 specializations, and Mangaluru is the only cluster that has been given 2 specializations. Mysuru has been given 1, North Karnataka has been given 1. We have been given 2. One is called FinTech, because 5 nationalized banks started in this region. And second one is called MedTech, medical technology, because we are extremely good in healthcare. You'd see any surgeon in Mangalore, that surgeon also is a teacher. Now what would you call them? Would you call them a doctor or would you call them as a teacher? Think about it for a minute. We never observe these things in our day-to-day life. I asked this question to myself about 7-8 years ago, because it's about 11 years ago that I became a faculty. And I just started thinking, what would you call them? Would you call them as a doctor? I would call them as a doctor who teaches. Agree? And they take their intern students in the operation theater and show them live surgery. And that's how you trust the next generation doctors. Yes or no? Tell me one college in engineering sector in India which has associated industries right inside the institution. And tell me how many faculty members are doing live engineering, actual engineering. And how many students are doing actual projects, which mean something to the society. And this is something that I realized about 6-7 years ago, and that's why we keep talking about one important thing, gap between academia and industry, gap between academia and industry. That gap is because faculty members don't do engineering, and those who do engineering, they don't do teaching. Teaching is a profession that you are blessed if you are a teacher, trust me, because as a teacher you can build next generations. Engineering is yet another noble profession. But what's wrong if we can combine both of them and do that every day? I mean, I'm asking this question to all potential teachers in future and the present teachers, haven't you done engineering? You've done engineering. Then why should we become comfortable just being in the shoes of the teacher? Why can't we think about building products? Why can't we think about doing some live engineering? And then that live engineering can be combined with our teaching. And that is where, when madam requested me and said, can you talk after the inauguration function, I think there is some more time allotted to me at that point. The topic that I have chosen for today is to just show you 6 years ago how I decided to call myself as an engineer who teaches, and I said I don't want to be recognized in the society only as a teacher. Although I am an associate professor, NITK Surathkal is my official designation, but I want the society to remember me as an engineer who taught. I want to do engineering because that's what I studied. Why did I do BTech, MTech, PhD? Only to become a teacher? No. I also want to do engineering. If somebody uses my products that I built, I also will feel happy about it. So I'll talk about one of the products that our students built. It was a student of 5th semester team of 3 students who started working on the project. Very happy to hear what Anup said. You are thinking to convert mini projects into papers. Great. But those mini projects also should become products. And those products should be useful in the society. So we had a team of students who started in 5th semester and they took the project till 8th semester. How many of you are using an Android phone which you have purchased after 2021? How many of you are using an Android phone which you have purchased after 2021? Many of you, right? All your phones have one algorithm that has been implemented by NITK Surathkal students. Every phone in the world that is Android after 2021 has NITK students' contribution in it. How did we make it possible? And not just Android, not just phone, even a tablet. If you have a tab that runs on Android, if you have a smartwatch that runs on Android, there's only 3 parameters that I have implemented, and those 3 parameters are what I wanted to convey to you. It would have not been possible if I would have started the project in 5th semester and I would have told the students, you have to complete in 5th semester itself. I allowed them to work on that project from 5th sem, 6th sem, 7th sem, 8th sem. They worked on it for 2 years. Any good engineering requires time. A building, a hall like this cannot be constructed overnight, right? The chairman of the conference and the convener of the conference cannot say, oh, we need a new hall, put it up in 1 week. No. Years of planning is needed to ensure that this hall is constructed properly. Same way, when you want to do any proper engineering, it needs time. So, the 3 things that I would like all of you to listen and follow, if possible. Point number 1, consistency. We often ignore it, and we fail to realize that it is one of the most powerful thing in your career. Between ordinary and extraordinary, there is only something extra. What is that extra? One is consistency. Let's pay 1 minute attention to an example that I'm going to take. You all will appreciate, yes, consistency is important. Are you ready for that example? Okay. How many of you brush your teeth every day? Pretty strange question, right? What is there to ask? How many of you do it 2 times in a day? Okay, quite a few people. At least once in a day? Everyone sitting in this room does once in a day. Brush your teeth. Agree? Okay. If there are 30 days in a month and you brush your teeth once every day, by the end of 1 month, how many times have you brushed your teeth? Loudly. 30 times. Okay. I give you an option. Don't brush for the first 29 days. Don't brush your teeth for the initial 29 days of the month. On the last day of the month, brush 30 times. Can I say you brushed 30 times in a month still? Yes or no? How many of you will agree to brush 30 times on 30th day and not brush on the first 29 days? Raise your hand. Let me see how many champions are there. No. Okay, let's give you a discount. Brush 15 times on 15th day. For the first 14 days, don't brush your teeth. Now, how many takers? Last option now. 1 week, 6 days don't brush. On a Sunday, you don't have much to do, so start brushing 7 times. After every 2 hours, brush your teeth. I have to cover up the weekly quota, so you start brushing 7 times. Would you do that? then why do you take your assignments of your teacher so lightly that you wake up on the 10th day when you have to submit the assignment and don't do anything for the first 9 days? Because the point is, I have to submit the assignment. Who cares what I did? Agree with me? No matter teachers gives 10 days, teachers give 15 days. Who cares? Oh, 15 days? On 13th day you wake up, ask people, how many of you have completed? Oh, nobody has completed? I will have to do something. If you know on 13th day many people have completed, one day even you will pass. On 14th day you will say, get me what you have done. Sachin Tendulkar is not Sachin Tendulkar because he hit centuries in 1 year and finished off his career. He was consistent in maintaining his health for 25 years for the Indian cricket. Virat Kohli is not Virat Kohli because he hit 50 centuries in 1 day, in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. He has completed 16 years and he has been consistently ranked ICC #1 player for several years. Consistency, little bit every day that you do will end up doing something beautiful and you won't even realize. Like for example, how many times do you brush your teeth in a year? 365 times minimum. I mean, can you imagine? But if you say, okay, I have to brush 365 times in 1 month, not possible. And that's the biggest mistake that our young generation does. They don't understand that consistency is important. You should not try to do things in burst. Don't take up all your assignments on Saturday and Sunday. You should do little bit every day. And if not every day, every alternate days. Every once in 3 days. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do something useful. That is point number 1, consistency. Second, pre-planning. So I have a question for the chairman and the convener. Did you start planning for this conference 15 days before? No. Sir, when did you plan this conference? 6 months back. Many a times, we want to do certain things and we plan and we say, okay, I'll do it. But often I have seen that plan being done at a very short gap. Please remember, for them to organize this conference, they started 6 months back, and later there is another team, let's say, they might have just started 2 months back. The amount of effort that they have put and what the other team will put will be more or less the same. However, that team will be under stress because they have only 2 months. This team that started 6 months ago will do little bit every month and then space out the efforts. Another thing, when you do some organization at a short notice, turnaround won't be good. If you don't plan ahead of time, publicity is not done. Nobody attends the event. Your efforts are wasted. Your efforts are wasted, you get demotivated. Please remember one thing, we are all human beings. Forget about human beings. You take any, pet animals, dogs, cats, spend some time with them. They also like attention. Yes? We also like attention. Every human being needs appreciation. If continuously you are scolded and continuously you are told that you are not doing useful stuff, no matter how motivated you are, you will get demotivated. One important thing that you need to learn in your life is you need to self-motivate yourself. Outside team will not motivate you unless you don't motivate yourself. You need to tell yourself, no, I am useful, I am doing something good. And pre-plan your activities. If you think, see, I have a question. How many of you will wake up in the middle of the night and say, tomorrow morning I am buying a car? Any car. Second hand, direct, new car. Would you do that? No. What would you do? How much I earn? How much is my saving? What will be the EMI? What will be the down payment? Go and do a test drive. So many things you do. After that you say, okay, now I will buy a car. Yes? What is important is that you know your skills. You know your finance. Whenever you take up any activity in the college, as a teacher or as a student, you need to ask yourself, how much I am well equipped to handle this problem or this task that has been assigned to me. Anup has been given the convenership. Kini sir has been given the chairmanship. They need to assess, have we done this in the past? Have I organized conferences earlier? Yes, I have experience. Okay, then I don't need to worry. Oh no, I am organizing the conference for the first time. You need to give even 3 months extra for you to learn. So don't underestimate yourself, don't overestimate yourself. Know your skills, plan the activity. One thing that I often do in my career and my life is, if I think that I need 4 days to complete a task, I don't keep 4 days for that task. I know I can complete it in 4 days. I intentionally keep 7 days of time. You know why? If I know I can do something in 4 days, what is a guarantee that the next 4 days, the life is in my favor? How do I know that the next 4 days I will not have problems? For example, I told madam I will be here by 10:20 because I knew that we are going to start at 10:30. Unfortunately, I was late. I arrived at 10:29 or 10:28, 7 minutes delay. Where did I fail? I failed in realizing that construction work is going on in Kulur Bridge. And I underestimated that, oh, the railway track to go to Srinivas will never be blocked. For the first time, the railway track was blocked because a train was passing. Never ever. Earlier when I have come here, the train has passed at the time when I come. I did not account for these delays. And ultimately I got 7 minutes, 8 minutes delay. Same way in life. You don't know next 4 days are in your favor or something wrong will happen. So leave yourself 3 days of buffer, pre-plan, and say, no, I will take 7 days, not 4. What is the advantage, you know? Suppose you take 7 days in your mind and still finish off in 4. Would you be happy? You will be happy. If you complete in 6 days, still you will be happy because you planned 7, you completed in 6. One more spare day is there. Agree? But what if you plan for 4 and don't complete it in 4 and take 5? Negativity starts coming in. Oh, I am no good. I planned for 4, now I have taken more. I am not able to keep the deadlines. But who set the deadline? You. Who told you to set the deadline to be so close? You yourself did it. Leave yourself little room. And the third and the last message for today, 2 are already done. Consistency is done. Pre-planning is done. Last thing, lifelong learning from anyone you meet. Keep your eyes and ears open. It can be a security guard. It can be anybody in the institution near your house, in your colony, in your apartment. It could be a child, it could be an elder. First of all, be grounded and see to it that you are a fantastic human being before you try to become a good engineer. A fantastic engineer having no human heart is not useful to the society. A good human being with only little bit of engineering skills will be still useful to the society because you are a good human being. Lifelong learning means learn from wherever you can. Keep your eyes open, talk to everyone because we all are human beings. Tomorrow you might become an engineer, you might get a PhD, you might get a big bungalow, you might get a good car. That doesn't change you. You are still that same human being. You put an effort, you studied. Somebody could not put an effort because they had some other challenges. That doesn't mean that we look down on them. If you don't understand this last philosophy, what I told you, then there's no point of engineering, there is no point of any international conference. The point is, first of all, we need to understand what is needed for us to become a good human being. A smile on a face doesn't hurt. When you go out, for example, when I entered, this is my habit, and it came in naturally. I enter at NITK. Some of you are at NITK, you know we have a lot of security guards at NITK. Wherever I pass by, somebody has given them instructions to the security guard that any faculty vehicle comes, you have to stand up and salute. I said, okay, somebody has given them instructions. These are army people, most of them. You can't change them. I changed my attitude. Whether they salute me or not, now from the car I salute them. And after 6 months of that, 7 months of that, when I was walking in the campus, one security guard came up to me and said, how are you, sir? I said, I'm doing fine. How are you? I said, do you know me? Yes, sir. You always wave us from the car. Oh, okay. That's why he remembers me. And from there onwards, it's just not NITK. Any engineering college. For example, 2 days back, I was in Mukka. Today, I was here. This person was also talking to me. I don't know. It just naturally goes. The moment I see any security guard, I just wave them by. I'm entering, I'm leaving. It brings a big smile on their face that somebody acknowledges from the car that, okay, I saw you, and I just waved. I'm not saying anything. I'm not stopping the car. I'm not pulling down my window. Just wave from the car. A small activity like this can cheer up somebody's day. And that's what you should all look out for. First do that. Then eventually you will become engineer. A good human being, a fantastic engineer is an asset for the society. So with this, I would like to close, and I'll talk again after some time after the inauguration, but that would be more of a little technical talk. These things, as I said, let's try to bridge the gap between industry and academia. You are the next generation students. Try to work on live products. And then 3 things to remember. Can you repeat it for me? Number 1, 2, third. Thank you. You all remember. Thank you so much for being such a fantastic audience and patient listener. Thank you once again for giving me an opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and beautiful message.
In the words of John Adams, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, become more, you are a leader. We are fortunate to have such a leader among us who has been the pillar of strength and inspiring us to reach new heights. I now request President of today's function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, Srinivas Institute of Technology, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all of you. Dr. Mohit, Dr. Anup, Dr. Kini, my colleagues, participants, dear students. Today, as we engaging with the conference, our chief guest has already given some good tips to all of you. Continuations to that, why we have to do this type of conferences? What is the importance? There is a lot of technologies are available in the market. What are the new things you can able to do using that technologies, that is the new innovations? Then you able to make a product or you can publish your papers, whatever that may be. But how to know that? One thing will be through the internet, Google it or something, you can able to get the informations. But some people will be analyzes and give the presentations of that with adding their own views in that, then other people can understand better ways. So keeping that in the mind, he invited the different papers for this conferences. We got 150 plus papers. That is a really good achievement by the organizing committee. Of course, I would like to congratulate the paper givers who are submitted paper for presentations. Few of we rejected maybe the papers because of some of our criteria is not met by the people who are submitted the papers. But maybe a students or maybe a research scholars or maybe a teachers are submitted paper with a simple, as our chief guest is told, it's not possible to submit a paper within a single day or single month. It requires number of days to people has to work, number of months they have to work, then only the good paper will come out from the presentators. So all of you took a lot of time for doing that. Really your effort going to be appreciated. Today the last stage, you have to give the good presentations. Maybe a large number is maybe online and few numbers may be offline, but be present for all the papers, improve your skills, then you can able to implement that skills in your new innovations which you're going to take. That's very important. As the people says now, learn, unlearn, relearn. That's what is to be required. As the technology changes on every day, we can say, whatever we learned, we have to unlearn and we have to relearn in the new ways. New technologies is going to be doing the task, maybe the same thing, but using the new technologies. As an example, I said that earlier days, going to the bank to withdrawing the cash and all, people has to stand in the queue with the token systems, many things are there. As the technology is improving, you can see that the people are rarely goes to the bank. Okay. Now the technology is going to come with the future, artificial intelligence and machine learning. Some part I had already implemented in the financial sector also, but as the imaginations of the people, or it may be going to be realized within a very short time, lot of improvements going to be happens. Okay, I will not discuss that, as I read one article in one of the person has published, Infosys person has published what they are working on the banking sector. Okay, that is a really good. Everything becomes very smooth without visiting to the bank at all. It's going to be happens. So a lot of time is going to be saving, lot of technology is going to be improved, lot of security features will be there, lot of things going to be happens. See, like that in all the sectors, new things are coming, new innovations are coming. People have to accept it and they have to go ahead. That's what is to be required. This type of conferences help the people to understand the technology, development in the technologies and how it can be implemented and how it can be used. But changing from one way of life to the other way of life always takes time. I hope all of you agree for this. Okay. Now, as a teaching field itself, if I am taking it as an example, earlier classroom teaching is very, very important. Now, it gains the less importance. Only 30% to 40% will be the class teaching is required. Then the student have informations in all other places like YouTube's, Google it, they can able to get it. The latest things they can able to learn by themselves. That's what the NEP says. So like that in all the fields the changes is happening. As you learn maybe a basics of engineering in the first year, when you reaching to the final year you may be unlearn that. You have to relearn the new things how it can be done. This is how it's going to be happen. The same time artificial intelligence, people are thinking that, okay, when I talked maybe last week, one of the person who came for the admissions, he said that there is no scope for the computer science and related subject after 2-3 years. Okay. Why? There is no jobs going to be happen because a lot of people will be removing the people from the industry. They are become jobless. New people are coming to the market. Only few have maybe a skills. They will get the jobs. But what will going to be happens as I with my thinking or with my way of expressing or with my experience, I say that many times I heard that job is to be changing, etc., etc. When 2K problem was there, after 2K problem solved, there will not be a job for the computer science people. When the computer was introduced in the banking sector, people say that lot of people have become jobless. Bank giving is the jobs to many people. Only the job changes. But the job existence is going to be there. With a lot of advanced way the people will work and advanced way the things going to be happens. For this, new technologies are required. Technology should be improved. If the young generations come forward with the new technologies, automatically new products will come out. So that's what our guest is already told. Making the product is not a 1 day or 2 days task. It takes large number of days or the months together or years together. But we have to produce some good products. That's what is to be required. As all of we aware of that, we are the Indians. We believe the products of other countries than our own products. That is the reasons our central government has started many initiatives, startups, many things. I will not able to explain on this stage. This stage is not for that. So people have to come forward, attend all the papers, presentations, learn lot of things, and think on that. Who are in the second year and third year students maybe of the college, they can able to come out with a good product when you are passing out. So you can become an entrepreneur in the next generations. So I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. Mohit, who is always busy when Dr. Padmana is reading. I hope all of you understand that what is his achievements. With a young person, he is achieving all that things. Is really great. When we speak few minutes with him, we learn a lot. That's what he is told. That's what is to be required. When I am meeting any persons in my chamber or outside, I learn something from them. He has a great personality and he has visited now third time. First time I also not remember, sir, but I was here maybe, but I not remember. Last year he came with the IEEE chapter. He is one of the greatest supporter for starting our IEEE chapter in our college. And he given lot of chance for our students and faculties in IEEE chapters. So even though his busy schedule, he accepted our invitations to inaugurate this conference, and surely when it is get inaugurated, the conference with Dr. Mohit, surely the conference going to be successful, and surely good outcomes will from the conference, and many papers going to be published in 3 categories of publications. We are very grateful to you, sir, for coming here and raising these occasions. Of course, the organizing committee has lot of efforts, took from many months together. My task is very simple. I say that these are the department to organize international conference on every year in the college. Okay. I'll just say that this is the month is yours. You have to plan it before of the every years. Okay. It is a, unless and until I make a compulsory, things will not happen. So I made it as a compulsory, all the department, combining some departments. One is computer science related area, electronics department areas, other is a mechanical, one more is a management science. All the 4 department has to organize the international conference in the college. All has to get good papers and it should be presented to the people who are interested in the areas. So our computer science related subject people are came together and taken great effort to make this conference going to be a success. Really their work to be recognized at the beginning of the presentation itself. At the end I can say that congratulations to them. Okay. And lastly, already I congratulated, wish them good luck and give good presentations, answer all the questions raised by the audience for the papers, see that each one of you learning a lot. With this, I wish good day to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightening and inspiring words.
To express our deep appreciation for their valuable presence and contributions, I kindly request President of today's function, Dr. Srinivasa Mayadi, Principal, Srinivas Institute of Technology, to present a memento to our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Mohit P. Tahiliani. Thank you, sir.
Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. Today we take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to those who have made a profound impact on our journey. I request Professor Arvind Naik, Assistant Professor, Department of CAC, to lead us in rendering note of gratitude.
A pleasant morning to everyone. Thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion. Respected dignitaries on and off the days, heads of various departments, staff, and my dear students. As we draw the curtains on this inaugural function of International Conference on Recent Innovations in Computer Science, ICRICS 2024, it is my privilege to express our collective gratitude to those who have made this event possible. First and foremost, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our honorable chief guest, Dr. Mohit P. Tahiliani, Associate Professor, NITK, Surathkal, for gracing this occasion with your presence. Sir, your inspiring address has set the perfect tone for this conference, as we are deeply honored by the valuable insights you have shared. Your words will surely resonate with us as we embark on the sessions ahead. Thank you, sir. It is with immense gratitude and deep respect that I stand before you today to extend our heartfelt thanks to the management of Srinivas Institute of Technology, Mangaluru, for their immense support. Thank you. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to our President, Dr. Srinivasa Mayyadi, Principal, Srinivas Institute of Technology, Mangaluru, for your visionary leadership and unwavering support in organizing this conference. Your commitment to advancing the field of computer science has been a driving force behind this event, and we are immensely grateful for your guidance. Thank you, sir. I would also like to express my sincere gratitude to the tireless efforts of the convener, Dr. Anup BK, HOD AIML, and the organizing committee, whose dedication and hard work have ensured the seamless execution of this event. Your meticulous planning and coordination are truly commendable. Thank you, sir. To all the delegates and participants, thank you for your enthusiastic participation. Your presence and contributions are what makes this conference a vibrant platform for knowledge exchange and collaboration. Thank you. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who has worked behind the scenes, our technical team, volunteers, and support staff. Your hard work and attention to detail have been crucial in ensuring the success of this inaugural function. Thank you. As we conclude, I hope that the knowledge gained and the connections made during this conference will inspire us all to continue pushing the boundaries of computer science, contributing to its growth, and applying its principles to solve the challenges of our time. As we move forward into the conference sessions, I hope that the discussions and interactions over the coming days will be both enlightening and inspiring. Thank you all once again for being here, and I wish you a fruitful and rewarding conference. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
With this, we have come to the end of formal function. I request Dr. Anup BK, convener of the conference, to escort the dignitaries of the dais. I request all to take a tea which is served near to seminar hall and join us back to seminar hall, since we have a session by Dr. Mohit P. Tahiliani.
All the participants are requested to stay back. Tea will be served here itself.